Why you shouldn't be giving a reaction to people that don't really deserve a reaction from you. Did you ever wonder yourself why people try to get a reaction out of you? Or did you ever ask yourself, it would have been better if you just would have said nothing? Hi, my name is Lele. We talk about manifestation, alignment, and self worth. So, for today's topic, I specifically wanted to talk about reaction, the word reaction. While I was on my way here to work, I was thinking, I was like, damn, this is a good video to talk about because most people don't know the definition of reaction. Sometimes we think that we have to have the last word on things, and on most cases, no. On most cases, it's better off you to not say anything and to keep going on your path. And why do I say this? Because most of the time, when you give people a reaction, you're giving them a reason, you know, to what they're saying. You're you're letting them know that they're right of what they're saying of you. So that's why it's always better off to hold on. And if you do want to respond to that person, then wait. Because sometimes we feel like that we have to respond right away. And to be honest, you can take a minute. You can take a minute, think about it, see how you feel about it, and then continue. Believe me, most mistakes come from impulsiveness. I'm a fire I'm a fire sign myself. That's why I most of the time I now if I'm mad, my boyfriend knows that I have to take a minute to myself and just meditate because if I know I'm wrong, I'll admit it. I'll come to you and I'll apologize. That's why it's always very important to analyze the situation and realize that, hey, we're not perfect. We're human. We can make mistakes. We can think, we can say things without thinking sometimes. And we can make mistakes, but we can also fix it. And most people think that from a reaction, they think that they're winning um, a situation. And for being the last word, also, they think that that's also, you know, winning the conversation. And to be honest, that you're also, to be honest, you're listening to your ego and you're not really thinking as a bigger person. I've been there. I've been there myself, and I don't like being the nowadays. I don't like being the nowadays. I don't want to be the bad person. You know what I mean? I prefer like kill them with kindness. If you kill people with kindness, I believe me, it is better off that way than being rude or just insulting somebody for just to insult them. And to be honest, an insult can impact something in someone, but you can be years thinking why somebody insults you and you don't know why. You know what I mean? So you don't win anything with that. That's what I came, you know, in my 30 years of living in this life. I feel like having no reaction is a reaction. So that's why I wanted to really emphasize this on this video because I feel like women sometimes we over explain ourselves and we feel like it's important that we have to over explain ourselves and we don't. And sometimes men, I'm not saying that women, all women, but sometimes men as well. And to be honest, the person that does not deserve your energy does not deserve your explanation. And if it's the right person, they're gonna understand that you need a minute. You need a minute and you can come back. And hey, I feel like the most important thing here is to always listen to your conscience. As long as you listen to your conscience, everything will be okay. Because If you come in a room and you already feel a bad vibe about something, about anything, listen to that. Try to figure out what your conscience is telling you, not what other people are telling you, not what what inside of you is telling you. One of my previous relationships that I had before I met the love of my life, this person, I always felt like I had to explain everything to him. I always felt like I had to literally tell him where I was, what I was doing, who was with, and to be honest, that made him run away. And that would make me run away too. Because where's the mystery in life? Sometimes you don't have to let that person know everything you're doing. Let them ask. Like nowadays, I just keep going through my day, and then at the end of the day, I tell when my boyfriend asks me, "Hey, how was your day?" That's when I tell him, "Hey, this has happened." But sometimes there's people that they like to update, their other half. Oh, hey, this happened, and this is, and sometimes you gotta go through stuff by yourself on your own, and believe me, that makes you human, because you can't depend 100% on your other person. You have to be also your own identity. And I feel like life has gone better once I analyze and know that, hey, I am control. I am in control of this. Not him, not you, not anybody. Me. So not your boss. So even if a boss doesn't make you feel good, hey, what are you doing in this job? There's YouTube, there's millions of things that you can be doing. So don't be staying in a bad situation just because you feel like it's the only option. So I appreciate you being here, and I really enjoy making these videos because I feel like as they can help you and they also help me, because hey, who doesn't like about talking about self-worth, alignment, and manifestation? So my name's Lele, and we'll be back with more videos, and I appreciate you being here. I'll see you in the next one.